Welcome back to the Team to Beat Miami Heat podcast, your one-stop shop for daily Miami Heat content. My name is Amir. Before we get started on today's episode, just want to thank everybody for supporting the channel, pushing to 3,000 subscribers. So if you enjoy the content, don't forget to subscribe. So today is the last day of the NBA trade deadline. So the trade deadline is over today at 3 o'clock Eastern. It's 8 o'clock Pacific right now. And so the Miami Heat, as we all know, traded Jimmy Butler yesterday to the Golden State Warriors for Andrew Wiggins, for PJ Tucker, for Kyle Anderson. And they might not be done. And there's other players that are available that could fit well with this Miami Heat's roster. And so one of those players that is available, or potentially is available, according to Ian Bagley, is the Memphis Grizzlies' Marcus Smart. So several teams have talked to the Grizzlies about deals involving veteran point guard Marcus Smart. Those talks will likely continue into Thursday, which is today. Obviously, Smart, who's 30 years old, is under contract through next season, $21.5 million. The Grizzlies have a few financial decisions to make this offseason, among them re-signing Santi Aldama, as well as giving an extension to Jaren Jackson Jr., who's playing at an all-star level. So Marcus Smart is making $20 million this season. Next year, he'll be on an expiring contract for $21 million. Marcus Smart is not playing as good as he has in the past. Obviously, was a big role player for the Boston Celtics, and unfortunately was traded to the Memphis Grizzlies back in 2023 and didn't have a chance to win a championship with Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. And he's having a down year. He's only played 19 games this season. He only played 20 games last season with the Grizzlies. So 39 total games across 1.5 seasons with the Grizzlies is not great. But last season averaged 14.5 points, 4.3 assists, 2 steals, 2.4 rebounds. This season, only 8.7 points, 3.7 assists, 1.2 steals. He's also shooting 32% from three. But we know when he's healthy, he is a tenacious defender. And I think the Miami Heat should try to get him. I think putting him next to Tyler Hero could be huge. And right now, or coming off the bench, obviously would be huge for the Miami Heat to have a guard, a defensive-minded point guard. They need a point guard that can score ultimately, but still, he's capable of hitting the three, even though he's shooting at a low percentage this season. But he's been the depoy. Obviously, he won that over Bam Adebayo, which was a joke. And we know that he fits the Miami Heat's culture and could help with our point of attack defense off the bench. He's not a bad facilitator. Again, he's not like a true point guard. But again, when he was with the Celtics, there were seasons where he averaged 6 assists per game, which is not too shabby. So I think the Miami Heat could take a flyer. And who could they trade for him? I don't know if the Memphis Grizzlies would be willing to do so, but Terry Rozier is in a comparable range. So Terry Rozier, same age, 30 years old. He's making $24 million. That's with incentives, I believe. I think he's going to make closer to 22. So it's only going to be a $2 million off. And next season, he's going to make $26 million. So he is making a little bit more. So maybe the Grizzlies can throw in John Concher or someone else in if you want to do 2-for-1, perhaps. And Memphis Grizzlies could have a backup to John Morant in Terry Rozier, who can, be a microwave type scorer. Not so much this season with the Miami Heat, but maybe he can do better in Memphis. Kind of like how Thomas Bryant is doing so much better in Indiana compared to how he was performing with the Miami Heat within the confines of his role. So anyway, maybe the Miami Heat should go after Marcus Smart. That could be good because the Miami Heat's defense has been lacking. Adding Andrew Wiggins now as our best defender, point of attack defender, and wing defender is going to be beneficial to have him next to Bam and Kalel and Tyler. And then maybe even having a closing lineup where it's Marcus Smart, Tyler Hero, Wiggins, Ware, and Bam could be huge for this Miami Heat team. We'll see. But anyway, let me know what your thoughts are on that potential idea.